Great to see everybody. Great to see people coming on right now. Great to have you with us. Let me just get this in order here, and I'll be on. All right, we're going to start this recording so we can get captivated
Recording
for
in
you.
progress.
All right, well, welcome. It is great to have you with us. This is an exciting time. I will just give some general comments right here that we got people joining us as we speak. And so I don't want to get into too much detail until we get the maximum people on here. But thank you for joining. Thank you for those who came early to get on. That was great. I'm going to be sharing my whiteboard here in just a few minutes to sketch up for you some very powerful opportunities that we have in terms of operating with digital currency. We are in the digital world. Like it or not, we are in the digital currency world. And what's been happening in the last 6 months or 12 months is an amazing story of where we're positioned right now to really take advantage of the digital currency world. It's really coming like a tsunami, and there's several things that came together to cause this to happen, which really got our attention, and we started looking at it to see how we can position ourselves ahead of this wave, not behind the wave, not scratching our head later on and say, man, like a lot of people do when you talk about Bitcoin, for example. You'll hear the story out there. I've heard it so many times now from so many people. Man, I had the opportunity in 2012 to buy Bitcoin at $5. You ever heard people say that? And now it's $87,000 a coin. Back in 2012, which is not long ago. We're not talking ancient history. We're talking 12 years ago. Bitcoin was worth $5 a coin. Now it's 87,000. It was up to 105,000 a month or two ago. And so it's a high valued coin. So that's the cryptocurrency world. And we are living in a digital currency world. We have been for a long time, probably 25 years or more, 30 years even, that we've been living in a digital currency world. But most people haven't known it. And every time you use Venmo or Zelle, Cash App, PayPal, anytime your employer sends a direct deposit to your bank for your weekly work, all that's digital. Nobody goes down to Chase at the corner and picks up money, puts it in their vehicle and drives up to Wells Fargo and deposits it in your bank account. All this is happening with digital currency. I pick up my phone when I have my hair cut and go to Venmo and put $25 in and send, and my hairstylist gets $25. This happens digitally. No money comes out of my pocket. You're processing your debit card. It's all digital. So bank to bank's digital. We send money across the world digitally. And so that digital transaction comes into some big mainframe computers, supercomputers, and it takes it off this account and adds it onto this account. But there's no money. It's all digital. So that's the world that we live in. Most people have not known that they're living in a digital world. All those apps that I talked about, like Zelle, Venmo, a Cash App, they're all hot wallets. PayPal, what the industry called hot wallets. They got money in there in terms of a digital, an accounting of that money, and you can move those digital currencies around. It's a hot storage wallet. The industry also has what they call cold storage wallets, where you can store digital currency in a wallet that's not out there, it's not tied to the internet, and it's very secure and very safe. So I want to show you an opportunity, and we got excited about this for ourselves, but not Lisa and myself, but also for our family, our friends, people that we knew, Christian believers particularly, Christian believers, it should be the same thing, believers particularly, so that they can position themselves for what we believe is going to be a huge wave of financial exchange that's available to people to get ahead of that wave and set themselves up for generational prosperity. And so here's what we saw starting to happen. When Trump was appointed into office in November the 5th, before the first month was over, he had appointed a crypto czar, first one in human history, David Sachs. David Sachs was the CEO of PayPal, appointed as the first crypto/AI czar. And his purpose was to begin to take cryptocurrency and mainstream cryptocurrency into normal financial transactions. That just happened several months ago. The prior administration was hostile to cryptocurrency. This current administration is very friendly and is promoting cryptocurrency. So that happened before President Trump even took office. Within his first week of being in office in January of this year, he wrote an executive order to promote cryptocurrency in the United States and make the United States the #1 crypto power in the world. And they've got $17 billion worth of Bitcoin as a federal reserve. Not gold, not silver, $17 billion worth of crypto coin. So this is very serious. In fact, I wrote down what he appointed David Sachs, to do as the first crypto czar. He said he was to develop comprehensive legal framework to integrate cryptocurrencies into the national financial infrastructure. That's heavy. Cryptocurrency's never been seen like this before. So that happened in his first week in office, created that executive order to see the United States become the undisputed global leader in cryptocurrency. So it's important that you and I understand this and get ourselves positioned ahead of this wave so we can surf this wave in to the shore and not get behind the wave. And then on March 7th, this month, March 7th, he held the first crypto summit in the White House. Never happened before in human history. All the bigwigs were there from the crypto world. And in fact, the CEO of Coinbase was there. I remember seeing a video after that summit. A reporter asked him, "What's your takeaway from this summit?" And that's Brian Armstrong, of the CEO of Coinbase. And he said, based upon this summit that he's had with President Trump and other leaders in the crypto world, he's going back home, he said, to employ 1,000 more people. So they're getting geared up. And so we saw these sort of things happening, and the fact that cryptocurrency is going to be integrated into the mainstream financial institutions. And so we wanted to get ahead of that and allow our people to know about it so they can position themselves. So we heard about Texas Coin. It's the cryptocurrency that's mined exclusively in Texas, but available for people outside of Texas, even available to people outside of the United States to a limited degree. And so when we began looking at Texas Coin, we asked several questions. Number one, who's the founder of this? How old is it? What's the experience of this founder? And so we drove up to North Texas, just north of Dallas-Fort Worth, to McKinney to meet Bobby Gray. This was in December of last year, just 3 months ago, to make sure he wasn't from Nigeria or other nefarious places around the world that are known for ripping people off. So we poked Bobby and made sure he was real. And we saw his mining operation of cryptocurrency called the Texas Coin. Saw all those computer nodes all networked together. Bobby's been in the industry for close to 20 years now. In fact, he was a creator of the original Bitcoin, the actual hard copy Bitcoin in 2012, that has that emblem on it with the B. You've seen that. He was the one first to mint that, but he was not that involved in cryptocurrency. He was involved in alternate currencies like gold, silver, and copper. He used to be a minter of gold, silver, and copper coins. In fact, in 2012, he was invited out to the House of Representatives to a subcommittee to give his opinion and advice and wisdom on the United States moving towards alternate currencies like the gold-based, silver-based, and copper-based, but then also looking at cryptocurrency. So we met Bobby, spent some time with him, saw that this was real, heard his vision and his expertise and the team that was built around him. And so they have basically tracked Texas Coin to be on the same pathway as Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and to learn from the mistakes of those coins that have now gone out of control of people within the United States. Up till 2 years ago, mainland China was mining 80% of Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the early boys that started Bitcoin and Ethereum, it was gobbled up by big corporations and foreign entities. So he said, number one, Texas Coin will be only ever mined. The word mining is creating in the state of Texas. Secondly, it is limited to 10% foreign ownership. So no big company or countries like China and other countries can come in and buy 51% of the shares and stocks and move it sideways. But thirdly, there are crowdsourcing. That's what got our attention. Usually with cryptocurrency, you got companies that have to buy in and they put millions of dollars in it, buy up large shares. You only need to get 51% of the shares and you can determine the transactions of that particular currency and how it's operated and major decisions that need to be made on it. So he was moving in the area of crowdsourcing, which is pretty new to our understanding in the last 5, 6, 7 years. People talk a lot about crowdsourcing. So the number of mines that you could buy that actually creates these coins is limited to 9. That's the max that anybody can purchase. So whether you're a corporation or a individual person, you can buy up to 1, 2, 3, but max is 9 mines that are creating these coins. So we saw these computer nodes, what they call the mines, that are creating these particular coins, these Texas coins. So just in a nutshell, in just a very, very couple of minutes, I'm going to just give you a snapshot of what cryptocurrency is about, because not many people know that. They know we're working in a digital world because they use Zelle and Venmo and they use debit cards, but they're not sure of cryptocurrency. Well, all those hot wallets I mentioned, like Zelle, Venmo, Cash App, etc., which are called hot wallets because you actually move money in and out of it, digital currency. Those are available there for anybody to take hold of, and people can break in and do harm to that. But a cold wallet is something that is off the network, outside the network. But all those hot wallets I mentioned actually go through the banking system, through the banking exchange. And so my Zelle, if someone pays me through Zelle, it's connected to my bank account and ultimately ends up in my bank. Same with Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. It's all comes through the banking exchange. Well, cryptocurrency is a digital currency as well, but it doesn't travel through the banks. There's no big computations and computers that keep track of all those transactions in like a banking supercomputer would do. It's done in a network off the grid outside of the banking situation or the banking institutions. So you have all these computers, supercomputers that network together, maybe 1 million in a big network, and they are tracking all the transactions, the coins that are coming into the network, the coins, digital coins that are going out that are traded on different platforms out there like Dextrade and Bitmart, Coinbase. And so it's tracking all those transactions. And every time a transaction is made, it's checked by 6 other computers to make sure it's legit, make sure there's no funny business going on, make sure no one's breaking into the system and taking transactions out. So it's analyzed by 6 computers, and then all that information is fed together. And every 3 minutes, all those transactions are put together in a digital ledger called a blockchain. And then they start the next blockchain, and each blockchain is linked to the previous blockchain. So every 3 minutes, a blockchain is created, which is the digital ledger of all those transactions that are happening. So every node, computer node in that network is racing to complete very heavy mathematical equations, very deep mathematical equations, complex ones. And so they're racing to do that. And so the first computer node that gets the problem solved and the transaction all bundled up, and then 6 other network computers on the network are verifying that transaction, that computer node gets a reward in digital coins. So at the end of the day, all those digital coins are added up right across the network that's being created in blockchains every 3 minutes. And you may have 95,000 digital coins. Now they are divided up amongst the miners, people that own those digital computers, those computer nodes, and they get a percentage of those coins based upon the number of computer nodes that you own. And so now you've got digital coins, and you can go out to these coin exchanges and you can buy and sell them, and that's how the value of these coins go up. And then you now, with the regulations coming in of the various exchanges, you can now go to an exchange like Coinbase, connect Coinbase to your bank account, and now pull those digital coins out, just like you're bringing digital coins out of Zelle or Venmo or PayPal, and put those into your bank account. That's how it works. And it works. It's been working that way for 15 years. And so we are just now beginning to learn it because it's becoming mainstream. So when we saw those perfect storms coming together with President Trump putting a digital currency or a cryptocurrency czar in place to manage that and to put the legal foundations for it, and he appointed that. And then March the 7th had the first crypto summit at the White House. But then this month also, which added to this, was Governor Abbott, Greg Abbott, who said President Trump may want the United States to be the crypto capital of the world, but he said, I want to make Texas the crypto capital of the USA, and to put the legislations in place to protect cryptocurrency and to help bring it into mainstream. So he said that 12 months after Texas Coin got up and running and started trading, they started there and created the first blockchain back in January 27th of last year. So we've just gone over 12 months in terms of the creation of those blockchains and those coins. But then they started trading. Once enough coins were created, they started trading on DEX Trade May the 15th of last year. So we haven't even come up to the anniversary date of when they started trading. And they started trading on DEX Trade at 0.8 of a penny, 0.8 of a penny in May of last year. And right now it's running at 44 cents a coin, 44 cents. So in just 10 months, it's gone from 0.8 of a penny to 44 cents a coin. And that's probably like 750% growth in less than 12 months. It's a very stable coin. In fact, I have a good friend in India that does day trading. And I said, take a look at the Texas coin and see if he can do some day trading on that. And he did. And he said, I'm looking at it on DEX Trade, sorry. He said, but I can't trade on it very much. He said, because it's too stable. It doesn't have as big ups and downs, which is how day traders trade. You know, buy on the down and sell on the high, buy on the down, sell on the high. And Texas coin is a very, very stable digital currency because, number one, it's 100% mined here in Texas, and foreign entities are limited to 10% ownership, and it's crowdsourced by people like you and me, not major corporations. So that got our interest. And when we heard Governor Abbott say that about Texas, we realized that this Texas coin is positioned very, very strongly to be a currency that you want to invest in when it's cheap, like 44 cents a coin. It's going back in a time machine to 2012 as far as Bitcoin is concerned. Bitcoin was $5 in 2012. If you could go back to 2012 now and buy Bitcoin, every single person would. Just buy one coin at $5. and then just put it in your back closet and forget about it. And then here in 2025, we're looking at $87,000 for a Bitcoin, one Bitcoin. So we are in a position right now where we have studied those. We got a lot of historical data based upon those coins. And so we are in a tremendous place to see a lot of transfer of wealth happen for people as they get in early now and ride this out over 1 year, 2 years, and see that coin really increase in value. Now, what I'm going to tell you, I can't guarantee. We don't have a crystal ball that we're looking into, but what I'm saying, those 5 elements that I shared with you all began to line up at the same time, and we said this is the time to get involved and take advantage of that. So I'm going to share my whiteboard here with you and just give you some understanding of where Texas coin is in this whole scheme of things, and you make the decision whether you want to take advantage of it or not. This is not a big sales pitch. Basically, this is an educational hour. If I could give you continuing education credits, I would, but I am not able to do that. But you can take copious notes as we go through this. I am recording this, so if you did register for this, I'll be able to send a copy of this video out so you can slow it down and read through it. But let me go ahead and share my screen so that we can get a better understanding of this. All right. All right, you should be seeing my whiteboard there. So I'm going to sketch some things on here about Texas coin, and I'm going to specifically focus on Texas coin because this is the one that we really got interested in and lined up in a great way for a very solid, strong position that, again, I can't guarantee this, but I wanted to get the information out to you. So Texas coin is selling their mines for $995 a mine. That actually is a computer node on the network. It will be in your name. You get a hard copy of the coin, and on the back of that coin is a code that gets you in the back end of that computer node so you can see how many coins it's creating on a daily basis. Right now, each of those computer nodes are getting 11 coins a day. And right now in the market, looked at Dex Trade, they're going for 44 cents a coin. So that gives you an idea of what's available to you in this network. There's 1 million computer nodes, and some of those have been sold, not all of them. You can come in as a miner. As you come in as a miner for that $9.95, you actually own that mine and all the coins that it's producing. So you can take those coins after a while, after you accumulate them, go out onto the marketplace and put them up there and sell them. But you forever own this mine that is producing those coins. So you can sell 100% of your coins out there in the marketplace, and you come home again and you got another 11 coins sitting in your wallet because your mine kept producing. So right now there are, and we looked at, I looked on the screen before we started this thing to see how many miners there were, and there's 95,000 coins that are produced on a daily basis out of this network, and those are divided up amongst the miners, people like you and me that own these mines. So there is close to probably 3,000 miners now, maybe a little more than that, 3,000 miners that have taken an opportunity to buy mines, 1, 2, 3, remember up till 9 mines is what you can max out. So probably out of those 3,000 miners, they have purchased something like 8,700 mines. Remember, there's 1 million of them. So we're only at 8,700. So these 95,000 coins are divided out amongst those mines, and that's how you get to 11 coins that each mine gets. So if you bought one mine, you get 11 coins. If you bought 3 mines, you'll get 33 coins a day. That's how it's divided out. So that's typically how that is working. And people say, well, that's $995. What sort of guarantee do I have that I'm going to get that back? Well, there's no guarantee unless if an atomic bomb drops on the network and all those computers crash, then you're not going to get any money out. But we got redundant sites. There's 3 redundant sites now being built in Texas, one in Victoria, Texas, one in Gonzales, Texas. There's ultimately going to be 35 redundant sites around Texas so that they don't ever go down. And that's in the process. So why aren't 35 up now? Because we're in the beginning stages. It's less than 1 year old. So you are not have an opportunity to get on a ground floor level. You have an opportunity to get in a basement level. So let me show you what you can expect in terms of return on that investment, how quickly you can make that. Say, for example, you came and you say, yep, I want to take advantage of getting one of those mines because it's going to be producing coins to me. I shared this with my son in Australia, and he said, well, listen, Dad, it's like me buying apples. And I have to buy some Fuji apples over here. I got to buy some Granny Smith apples here and some Honey Crisp apples there. And then I take them to market and try to sell them on the market. And, what's the advantage of that? Well, I buy them at 15 cents and hope for the market goes up to 35 cents an apple. I take them and sell them, and then I got to buy more apples. And now I'm going to buy them at 35, take them home, put them in the cold storage, and do the same. He said, but you got the opportunity right here of buying an apple tree. So it's producing the apples for you, not buying the apples. So if it buys 11 coins a day, and is what it's producing, not buying, but your mine is producing 11 coins a day, and we're at 44 cents a coin right now. How much money are you actually producing on a daily basis out of your mine? Let's see there. On our webinar, I don't think you can speak. I will have to. Let me see if I can get Marcelo here. Marcelo helped me last week, and let me see if I can put you there. All right. That may help. All right, so that is going to be, we're looking at $4.84 a day is what your mine is producing based upon that 11 coins a day at 44 cents. And so how long will it take to get that $9.95 back? So you'd have to divide $9.95 by $4.84, and you're going to come up with, they typically say, about 200 plus, maybe 205, 206 days. It's going to be before you, and you can do the own calculation on your end to match that $9.95. That's divided by 30, so you're looking at 6 months, 6+ months to get the number of coins worth at 44 cents each. But here's the deal, that 44 cents is going up. When Lisa and I bought our mine back in December, we bought one mine, that's all we could afford. Then those coins were 8 cents each. 8 cents. Now they're 44 cents. So it's plowing up there, doubling every couple of weeks. And so within 6 months, you're going to get that money back, and you can take those coins out. You're probably going to have, well, probably 2,000 plus coins by then, and you can take those out, sell them on the market if you want to, and then wipe your fevered brow that you got your money back, but you still own the mine. You didn't sell the mine, you sold your coins. So you're still producing that number of coins a day. You can do it constantly. So that's the power of what we're looking at. And I want to show you, just to whet your appetite, where this thing is going. This thing is exploding, and as I said, it's very stable. Now, not cryptocurrency is typically not stable. And Texas coin is going to have its ups and downs, but nothing like we're seeing with some of these other coins. So let me grab another color here, and we'll take a look at that. So again, those graphs look something like that. And when we started looking into this, and this is why we started telling our friends and family members about this, because it's like, wow, you better seriously take some look at that. So say, for example, we have a graph that is your typical graph like this. So when we came on board and we were interested in taking a look at that, as I said, they traded back here in May of last year, May 15th, when they first went on the DEX trade, and that was 0.8 of a penny in May. We got in and bought our mine in December of this year, December the 18th, actually. So it's just gone 3 months. And our coins were coming in at 8 cents. So there's a big growth just there. Right now, we are in March, say March of 25, and we're at 44 cents a coin. So look at that incredible growth. Now, when you're going from 0.8 of a penny to 8 cents, it's like, yeah, what's the big deal? Even going 8 cents to 44 cents. But those were dollars. If we were maintaining that doubling, and you're talking $8 a coin, then $16 a coin. So what Bobby Gray is predicting based upon several things. Number one, taking the historical data from Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. That's what they're tracking with historical data. And then also, secondly, the robust nature of Texacoin. The number of people buying these mines, as I said, we're 3,000 people have bought them, but probably close to 8,000 mines have been purchased over this less than 12 months. There's 1 million mines to buy. And so they are positioning themselves for great strength and great growth. So Bobby is saying that by this time, his predictions in July of 25, he's putting the coin's value at $16 a coin. Wow. Because of the doubling effect and this historical data that they're looking at. And now the other prediction right in here, which would be March of 26, 12 months between where we are today and 12 months out there, they're looking at that coin being $80 a coin. So I wanted to share this with you because we are right here now. And it's not just the value of that coin, but it's the number of coins. If you can have a mine that started producing 11 coins a day, and you got several thousand of those by this time next year, and all you did was sort of sit on it and not say a word, you're in a great position to be able to get some tremendous wealth available to you at that time. So I am looking and I'm waiting. It's only July that we got to wait for, but I'm looking to see how accurate Bobby is in his prediction, to see in just where we are, March, April, May, June, July, 4 months, where that coin will be. And if it's at $16 being traded out there in the various coin bases and coin exchanges, then I know we're on where we need to be to see this happen right here. And so it's of essence that we get in early to produce that number of coins and then ride that on up. So very, very valuable. Even if we look at, say, let's do this here. Let's say 11 coins that you start making, your mine starts creating. You bought a mine, $9.95, you got 11 coins a day, and we're going to multiply that by 365 days to see where you'll be this time next year in terms of the number of coins. All right.
4,015.
Oh, there he is, my little helper. Great to hear from you. 4,015, you said?
Yes, sir.
Great. All right. So that's the number of coins that we can predict that you will have. And what we're going to do is divide that by 2. And the reason why I'm going to divide that number of coins by 2 is because those 11 coins are going to gradually go down in number. Remember, I said earlier, they're producing 95,000 coins a day across the network and dividing those up amongst the miners, those who own those mining nodules. Some own more than one, up to the maximum of 9. So divided amongst those, as more miners come in, it's divided amongst more people. But they're also buying more nodes. So they're going up, they're planning to get up to 120,000 coins a day is where they're aiming at. So the number of coins are gradually going to come down. So I'm going to divide that 4,015 by 2 to see where we may be more conservatively this time next year.
2007.
Right. So that's how many coins you can conservatively think that you'll have this time next year in your wallet, sitting there. And if they're worth, in fact, $80 a coin, you can expect to have the value of
$160,600.
Wow. That is an amazing opportunity. What growth in 12 months from your investment of $9.95, producing 11 coins a day, to getting this, and you can go on Coinbase and get those cashed out and push them into your bank account. And you'll need to learn how to do that. And we've got 12 months to learn how to do that. And I'll be helping you, those who want to take advantage of this. We do little seminars to help people know how to navigate that as well. So that is the opportunity that's before us. And as I said, you have the opportunity of buying 9 mines. And this is how this works. If you got more than $9.95, and I've had several people say, man, I've got my money invested over here, but this is a better investment. I'm going to take my money out and buy some extra mines and just start that coin production is what you want to see happen. So if you let's go back to $9.95 for a mine, and that's producing 11 coins a day. So we're going to do some maths here, and we'll see how we work out. So you can buy 3 mines, and the company's going to give you 1 free. And the reason why they're giving you 1 free is because you invested in 3 mines, and they want these mines purchased. We got 1 million mines to sell, and we're only up to 8,000. So they are rewarding people that are wanting to take advantage of this and get 3 mines. So basically, those 3 mines are functioning as if it's 4. So if you're going to mine functioning like it's 4, you're actually doing 44 coins a day. Now, this starts where it starts getting exciting, because you can start with 44 coins a day, not 11 coins. You can buy 6 mines. If you buy 6 mines, they give you 2 free. So basically, you're functioning as if you got 8 mines. So 11 is a nice number to work with. I don't need my calculator for that. So 88 coins a day, you would be creating in your mine, because it's functioning like it's 8. And the max, as I said, is 9 mines. You can't buy more than 9 mines. And it's a great way to limit that, so big corporations can't buy in and buy 51% of this stuff and take it sideways. It's really crowdsourced by people like you and me that can get in and get 1 mine or multiple mines and leverage this for ourselves and our family and our children, our grandchildren. So they will give you additional 3 mines if you buy 9. And I've had a couple of friends that said, man, I got the money to do that. I'm going to go ahead and get 9 mines, get those extra free. So now you're functioning as if you got 12 mines. So 12 times 11.
132.
Thank you, sir. I almost had to dig back to my 5th grade math. 132 coins a day. So if you say, for example, let's work on doing these 6 mines here, just for an argument's sake, 88 coins a day, and we'll see where we end up with that. So let's look at 88 coins a day. which is what you'll be producing. The day after you buy those 6 mines, you'll be getting an app. You'll be going into it. You'll be getting a coin. You'll be able to put that code in, get into the back of your computer node, and watch it on a daily basis create these coins. So if you do 88 coins a day, and we are going to say this time next year where you'll be, if that's times 365.
32,120.
Guess how many coins you will produce over a period of a year? Again, we're going to divide that in 2 because we want to be conservative, and we know that number of coins will gradually be going down as it's divided across the network.
16,060.
That's how many coins you can anticipate having. Again, no guarantee. I'm not promising this. But based upon the historical data of the big daddies that went gone before us and the stability of this Texas coin that's only going to be mined 100% here in Texas, and you can take advantage of it. So as I said, they limit overseas ownership to 10%. So I got my family and my friends in Australia that have bought mines, and that's functioning for them well over there. In fact, they're buying each other meals with these coins right out of their wallet, exchanging them to each other. So we're looking now at $80 a coin, perhaps looking realistic this time next year. What can we expect to have?
$1,284,800.
Wow. You're talking about some serious change to your wealth. And we're talking 12 months. We're talking these 365 days here. You're not waiting for 10 years, 20 years, 40 years, whatever, to gradually accumulate that over your lifetime. We're talking 12 months. But what has created that ability and the power of that is these 88 coins a day. And we were tracking that on 6 mines that you purchased, got 2 free. And so it's functioning like it was 8 mines. So again, this number down here, if we had done it with 9 mines, you can do that yourself. You may lose your false teeth when you see the value of buying 9 mines and getting 3 free, where they're functioning like 12 mines and getting 132 coins a day in that. So you just use the same extrapolation that we did, multiply it out over 365, divide it by 2, and then multiply it by 80 to see what you can do. Now, let me say this. This is not a Ponzi scheme. You're actually buying something. You're not just putting $9.95 in and it goes up to all the people that got in there ahead of you. Now you got to turn around and find somebody as gullible as you are to get in behind you to put $9.95 in so that can go to everybody else. Now you're actually buying a mine. This mine is in your name. As I said, you get a code and you can check it on a daily basis. You can take those coins out. There's no limitations on when you can take those coins out. You can do it day one if you want to. There's no restrictions on that. And you can start trading them on Dex Trade and if you want to, or you can just change them straight into money, USD dollars, and bring them out into Coinbase and then straight into your bank account. You can do that from day one if you want to. So it's not a Ponzi scheme, nor is it multi-level marketing. As I said, you can buy 1 mine, 2 mine, 6 mines, 9 mines. The max is 9 mines. So the person that got in a year ago bought a mine for $995, and it started producing coins. You, 12 months later, still have the opportunity of buying that mine for $995. The people above you are not getting any better deal. They're not making their money off you. You're buying that mine, and you got those coins available to you to do that. And so you can buy now, let me tell you about 9 mines, and I'm just going to throw this in here, and you won't need to remember this if you're not buying 9 mines. But not only do you get 9 mines plus 3, which function like 12 mines, if you can do it. And again, there's no pressure because you can just get 1 mine for $9.95 if you want. That's what I did. In fact, when I came home after looking at this opportunity, I had a guy in a pizza store that shared the opportunity with me 3 months ago. And I came home and said to Lisa, how much money do you have in your vacation account? And she said $1,000. I said, great. All I need is 995. And so we took that money out of a vacation account and did that, and we're able to make that back very rapidly, plus a lot more. And so with 9 mines, the company enables you to split that into 3, and you can put one mine here, another mine here, and another mine here. And I'll show you the value of that in just a few minutes, how you can position that and actually start creating some very serious wealth with that. So if you can do 9 mines, go for it. If not, get one, and you can position yourself over time. And you gradually build up to the person that bought 9 mines, but they get that from the get-go, and off they go running with it. So that was a serious number we looked at. I think it was 1,284,000 that's available to you this time next year. That was buying 6 mines. So another thing is this. There's no monthly minimum. That's why it's not multi-level marketing. There's no monthly minimum that you have to earn or produce in order to get, your production on the people underneath you and all that flowing up to you. You don't need to buy boxes of granola bars and put them in your garage to qualify for anything. You can take this coin that you get your mine, and you can throw this in the back closet and forget about it and don't even think about it for 12 months. You can go back and get into your digital mine and see how many coins you got and make a decision. You don't have to tell anybody if you don't want to. I'm telling people because I like people, and I want my friends and families to benefit from this, because if I had $1,284,000 that came to me this time next year and I had not told them, I'm going to be in serious trouble. So let me show you a way to actually improve the ability of that one mine. If you can't buy 3 or 6 or 9, you can only buy 1. Let me show you how you can actually get along more than just 11 coins a day. This is fascinating, and you'll learn this. Again, I don't expect you to understand all this, but you'll get there and learn it over a period of time. So say, for example, I'm going to talk to you about the production of a mine, and the industry uses this word mega hash. Mega hash simply means the production power of your mine. It's what's causing your mine to produce those 11 coins a day, production power, and it's measured in mega hash. So when you get one mine for that 995, and I don't get that, that goes to the company, you get a mine. So that one mine is actually functioning at 100 mega hash. That's what's producing your 11 coins. So this is what we want to increase. We want to increase this mega hash, because if I can increase this mega hash, I then therefore increase the number of coins. And here's a way to do it if you don't have the money up front to buy those mines. If you are able to, if you want to share this with other people, this is what I'm going to now. This is probably point 2. Point 1 was buy 1 mine. This would be point 3. Point 2 was buying multiple mines to start get ahead, but we're going to call this level 3 or third point, how you can actually increase this mega hash right here. So if you share this opportunity with your sister, your brother-in-law, and your mother, and they come in and they buy a mine each, those are 3 people that you introduce to the organization. They want you to do this because they need to sell these mines. We are not yet trading on Coinbase. Coinbase is tier 1. That's a high level. And we're not trading on Coinbase yet because we don't have the number of mines sold. If we have 10,000 miners and that sort of activity happening in that network, we qualify to go onto higher platforms of trading where there's going to be a lot of action happening on those coins and really going to pump that up. So that's why they're looking at $80 a coin, because they know at this particular level right here, we can qualify for Coinbase. And once we're on Coinbase, it's going to go nuts. It's like going to be a feeding frenzy. So if you get 3 people in, the company's going to reward you with another mega hash or 100 mega hash for your mine because you helped them out. So now your mine is producing 11 coins a day. If you can get those 3 people in within 30 days of you joining, that's a month, Then they're going to give you another 100 mega hash. And look at this. Your one mine is now producing like it's 3 mines, 300 mega hash. So now you're at 333 coins a day. And you can keep doing this. There's no limit on this at this point. At some point, they're going to slow this down. But right now, they're encouraging people to get family members in, friends in, who can also get these mines and start mining coins. And so they reward you for doing that. You get another 3 people in, they'll give you another 100 mega hash. That is 44 coins a day. Again, if you do it within 30 days, if you don't take 30 days, if it's 6 months, that's fine. But they're going to give you another 100 mega hash if you do it within 30 days. And so that'll give you another 100 mega hash in that one mine. You didn't have to buy those 5 mines. But it's a slower process. But every time I look at the compensation this company's putting out, I say, man, they're very, very generous and very fair. So they don't penalize you if you don't have that money up front. You can gradually work towards that. Although if you have the ability to buy 5 mines and start getting 55 coins from day one, that is the thing to do. But if you don't, if you cannot, that's fine. Just do this over a period of time and you will get up to that point. So let's look at 55 coins a day, just for argument's sake, since we're looking at money value here. So say you had that one mine that's producing like it's 5 mines, and so you're doing 55 coins a day, and let's multiply that by 365 to see where you'll be in a year.
20,075.
Okay, great. That's how many coins, but let's again divide that by 2 to be conservative, and we're at
10,037.
that's where you'll be in 12 months. And if we are at $80 a coin, no promises, but it looks promising, you can be expecting to have a value of
$803,000.
wow. There's a whole nother house you just bought for your grandkids, or whatever you need to do. Definitely pay off your mortgage with that. And that was, again, just buying one mine, but introducing it to other people. And those people that you brought in to the organization to help them, the company's thanking you and giving you hash, mega hash power into your mine. So remember that. That's an option for you. And people think, well, that's multi-level marketing. No, it's not. It's helping people take advantage of this opportunity, and the company giving you a reward for doing that, helping them grow this so they could get onto some other exchanges and get more robust. All right, so that's ABC. Let me show you D now. People interested, can I get cash out of this along the way? Yes, you can. There's another level that you can get cash, and this is the last thing I'm going to share with you, and then we'll be done. But you won't remember all this, but I'm hope you get the video, and so you'll be able to look at that again. And just for video record, today is the what is it? What's the date today, Marcella?
25th.
All right, the 25th of March. I need to say that because the 5th of April, all these figures are going to be different. The coins are going to be worth more. You'll be producing a different number of coins a day. So let me put that little piece in there. So if you're watching this video later on and that date has gone by, then these figures won't be that accurate. They'll actually be better. So here's the 4th opportunity that you have. So remember, we said that bringing people in and helping them get up and getting their own mines, the company's going to reward you with hash. But every time those people come in, they either buy 1 mine, 2 mines, 3 mines, 6 mines, up to 9 mines, and they give you points. The company's tracking that for you, how many mines those people bought. It's good enough to bring in 1 or 2 people and help them, but if they bought 6 or 9 mines, the company's going to say, wow, we want to bless you with that. So they're going to give you some points, and those points are worth cash. So the people coming in and taking advantage of this is worth hash to you, your mine, but the number of mines they buy is worth cash to you, and this is how this operates. So let's look at those three people you brought in earlier and introduce them to this opportunity. One of them bought one mine, one bought 3 mines, another bought 6 mines. So how many points is that? That's for 10 points. So 10 points equals $10,000 that you brought in for the company, for Texas Coin, because those mines are about $1,000 each, $9.95. That's USD, by the way, if you're not in America. But don't get concerned that $9.95 is a huge amount in your currency, because you need to extrapolate again when the rewards start coming in. Those rewards are going to be huge in your currency, because the rewards are in USD, and you'll transfer that into rupees or whatever currency you're using. So in this situation, this is how you get cash back from the company. They said you brought $10,000 into the company. We're going to allow you to tap into that money and get that back as cash if you want it. So here's how it works. So here's you in the organization. Your mom, your sister, and your brother-in-law that you brought in, they're going to put those people in your organization. So here is your sister. She bought 1 mine. And your brother-in-law bought 3 mines. Your mother came in and she bought 6 mines. This is binary. So you cannot go anywhere than just binary, 2 sides. You got a left side and you got a right side. So right there, you got 4 points on one side and 6 on the other. The company says this: if you can match 3 points to 3 points, left and right, we're going to give you $1,000 out of that money that you brought in. So this 10,000 is really not yet yours, but it's potentially yours. They put it in a little bank account, call it potential cash for you if you want to help other people get in. So now you're down to $9,000, sorry, because you just got paid $1,000 out of that because you got those points in on your deal. So now you're down to 9,000. All right. So you just made 9,000. Now, they look at this on a weekly basis. So over here on the left side, you used up 3, and you used up 3 on that 6. So there's 3 left over on that 6 that you didn't use up. So right now, next week, you're starting off with 1 point because you got that here that was left over, and the 3 points on that 6 is left over. So as you bring other new people in, for example, the next 3 people that you introduce to this opportunity, and let's say, again, this one bought 1, this one bought 3, and that one bought 6. So they're coming into your organization. This person here bought 1, and the next one under that, you put the next person right under them, because they can only go under them because it's binary. They bought 6 mines, and the other one bought 3. Look at that. You already had 3 left over from the week before, but someone bought 3 mines. So now you got 6 points on this side, and you got 7 points on other. If you can match these 3 threes multiple times, like you got 6 points to 6 points, you can take $2,000 out of that cash reserve that the company's got in your name because you brought that in for them. Or 9 points to 9 points. This is on a weekly basis. You can get $3,000 out of that cash reserve. So right now, looking at my points, I got 7 on my left. Well, I can take 6 out of that. There's 1 point left over, and I got 6 on the other side, so I got 0 left over. That's 6 to 6. I get $2,000 that week. So whatever's left over rolls over and starts you for the next week, and they look at this on a weekly basis. But really, the power of this is we discovered, and why we started helping and telling other people, because remember your sister came in here with 1 mine. She's sharing with a coworker at work. They bought 3 mines. She's sharing it with someone else, her best friend. They bought 1 mine. Those points are actually in your organization. So those 4 points help you accumulate. So it's not long before, after, I would say 2 months, guys, 2 months. That's what it was for us. After 2 months, you can be bringing in 9 points to 9 points on a weekly basis based upon those points and what's rolling over, and getting $3,000 a week in cash. Now, it caps out at 9. So if you've got a lot of people in your organization, so you look at the end on Friday, for example, you may have 26 points up this side and 16 points on your left. Well, that'll max out at 9 and 9. You can't get any more than that. and they don't roll over because 9 is the limit. You can't roll over anything that more than 9. You can roll over points that are less than 9 to start your next week. So you can be sitting at $3,000 on a weekly basis. And I know a handful of people that have been in this thing for less than 3 months that are now getting $3,000 a week, and they're tapping this. So as you bring people in, the company is tracking the points or the mines that they purchased and what the value of that is, and keep adding it up here. So as you take money out, for example, you've taken out $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, so that's $6,000 you've taken out of that cash reserve. So you're down to $3,000, but you're bringing other people in. So it keeps going up. As long as you want to share this and give this opportunity to other people, the company's going to reward you by giving the opportunity of taking that cash back out if you want. Now, some people have said to me, listen, I really don't, cash is not an issue in my life. I really don't need cash. I appreciate them giving it to me, but I don't need it. But here's what you can do also. If that week you made $1,000 in cash because you matched your 3 points to 3 points, you can tell them, listen, keep your money, but give me 100 mega hash for my mine. So not only were you getting mega hashing because you introduced those people to that opportunity and 100 mega hash for every third person, but if you make your money, you can turn that back into mega hash and add more value to your mine, therefore producing more coins. You can do that with the 3,000. If you had 3,000 coming in a week, you can say, keep that, I don't need your money, but add 300 mega hash to my mine, and then that mine that you bought, or the 3 mines, 6 mines, whatever, it all goes into one account. Then you're producing, enormous amount of coins that are going to work for you down the road. And particularly, as I said, by July, I'm looking at that point to see if we're at the $16 mark. Don't wait till July to take advantage of that, because it's $16, the coins that you've made. If you come in July and you're making 7 coins, then there's a lot of value there that you missed out on by not coming now when the coins are 44 cents and creating those number of coins as you get to that point. All right, well, I'm wrapping this up here, and I'm going to just give you the opportunity of, talking to if a person invited you in here to look at this opportunity, then I want you to get together with them, and they'll help you navigate and get in and get set up. They'll help you get your coin with the code on the back, all those sort of things that you need to get up. There's a couple of other apps you want to download to be able to track and see how that is looking. So if you don't have any, if you came in, I sent a bunch of emails out to family and friends and say, listen, come and take a look at that. If you got one of those emails, then give me a call after this, and I'll answer any of your questions and step you through if you want to take advantage of that. And if I'm busy, then give Lisa a call. And this is one of the apps I'm going to show you right here that you'll get once you become part of this. In fact, you can go to this right now. It's minetxc.com. Write that down, minetxc.com. It's all transparent. This is on a second-by-second basis, updated. You'll be able to see what's happening with the Texas coin. Here's a number of miners. If I scroll over here, we're looking at 2,387 miners. Here's the new miners. How many new miners are we getting in? Let's go on a daily. Well, let's go to a weekly basis. And on a weekly basis, 286, 140. That week was 277. So you can see people are really coming in to take advantage of this and position themselves for great success. So that's the opportunity that you have to take advantage of that. Again, if you have any questions, either come to me or the person that may have sent this link out to you. They'll help you. They may already be miners, and they're helping other people take advantage of this as well. So let me share. Let's see. Let me put my number up here on the screen. So if you need to call me, then you can call me after this session or tomorrow. There's my phone number. There's 719-373-5227. Lisa's number, 882-380-3311. Write that down. If we're busy, you can call another time or email. There's an email there for you. That's our email, texitcoin@gmail.com. If you can't get through to any one of us, then just email us and say, here's my number, give me a call, here's the times I'm available to chat. I got some questions I want to ask you and see if this is going to work for me. And the website there, of course, is texitcoin.org. That's the company Texit Coin website that you can go there and read up. There's some videos there, so if you want to do more homework, you can. Again, there's no pressure, guys. No pressure at all. You pray about it, see what God wants you to do. We just wanted to let our family and friends know about this so that you can. Most of our family and friends are praying for additional funding or finances in their life because of what they want to do. And we've found this and we say, wow, this is a great tool, a great vehicle to help that transfer of wealth into your life and generational. And let me wrap up by saying this. Lisa and I met with our estate planner 3 weeks ago now, and we put our digital currency into our estate planning, into our will. So that's passed on down to our children and grandchildren and whoever else we want to benefit from this after we're gone. All right. Well, thanks, guys. Listen, I'm going to do this again next week, next Tuesday night, Central Standard Time. So keep that link. It's in your email and come back. I'll be doing the same thing. The numbers are going to be different, but you get the same concept. And you may have to watch this 2 or 3 times. Keep coming back so that you can get your head wrapped around this. But don't hold off. Let's get in. Let's get ourselves positioned, and then you can learn about it as we go on. All right, guys. Thanks again for coming. We appreciate it. And if you are available next week, I'll be back to share the same thing. All right. God bless you all. Take care.